We talk about 6,400 as a minor support level, pretty much relying on this momentum bar. We have a 3 days continuation of testing of the 6,400. First, we have this hammer, followed by Thursday, also demand tail show up. On Friday, thanks to the Fed Chairman Powell, Jackson Hole Symposium finally have a push out. On Wednesday, we have a spike of the volume shown up. There's a lot of demand come in at this level. Once we have a dip below the 6,400 level, demand rush in. The next day on Thursday, volume is still considered as high, but decrease a little bit. There is little progress to the downside and followed by a little bit of the demand tail, and is testing at this 6,400 level. On Friday, another test of the 6,400 level, but end up with a demand tail, followed by a push through. Yesterday, we have a pullback, but that comes with a decreasing of the supply level. It's completely normal after a breakout. Short-term S&P 500 could see testing, consolidation, and to build up the right handle. First, we have a push, pullback, another attempt to push up, pullback. Hopefully, this is getting tightened and build up a little handle before we see the final push and breakout to kickstart the uptrend. Let's take a look at the other charts. If I hover it on Friday, it's quite clear that we have a winner right here. On Friday, S&P 500 up 1.5%, Dow Jones 1.9%, Nasdaq 100 1.5%. And look at Russell 2000 up 3.87%. That's amazing. And committed above the key level. We talk about 2300 as a key level. Previously acted as a resistance here. Attempt to break out but fail. After we have a spring, a temporary commitment below, followed by a test, a sign of strength rally, break above 2300, bullish pullback, and followed by strong momentum bar. It's important to commit above the 2300 because that is proven as a resistance level or support level. Previously has been tested many times. After that, we have a test bar come with low supply levels. This is also encouraging. Is expected to head to the next level or the all-time high level, 2460. This is still a mega structure. We need to pay attention to this previous all-time high level, 2460, whether we'll attract a lot of the supply coming from that level or attempt to consolidate from here before it break out. Russell 2000 is bullish at the moment. Dow Jones also hit all-time high level. Let me zoom in. That's beautiful. Come and handle type pattern, breakout. We have a rotation going on from the S&P 500 and also this Nasdaq 100 into the Russell 2000 and the Dow Jones. Russell 2000 is the main focus because there's plenty of the stocks within the Russell 2000. We need to monitor a lot of the small caps and to see how it unfolds. Nikkei say Dow Jones is more likely inverted head and shoulder. You could say that if you spot this as a shoulder, head, shoulder, or this is more like a inverted head and shoulder. But either way, that's a shoulder, head, shoulder, or you consider this as a shoulder, shoulder. Whatever pattern you think is matching, feel free to apply it. The main thing is to look at the texture. It's important to differentiate the texture from segment to segment. This chart right here, let's say segment 1, and that's the right hand side of the chart. Segment 2 is completely different texture. Here we have a lot of the volatility, even starting with a drop from here, from 1 to 1.5. The volatility increased by a lot. After the strong rally and then a test, this portion right here, the right hand side of the chart, that comes with relatively low volatility. This is encouraging, suggests that it's likely going to kickstart the uptrend. This is a way of the volatility contraction pattern. Nasdaq 100 is laggard. If we compare to S&P 500, for example, this bar right here on Friday already reached the previous swing high level, while Nasdaq 100 shown up here short of this swing high level. Nasdaq 100 doesn't look that attractive from the momentum point of view. That's why My focus is on the Russell 2000 or the small cap middle. We have a attempt to break out, but after these 2 bars, it failed to recover fully. It still takes some time to build up the right handle. You need to have a test and then slowly to grind up. For now, Russell 2000 looks bullish and also constructive.